Hello and happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm still getting my days mixed up with the holiday on Monday. My name is JoAnn. I am the marketing director here with Legendary Marketer, and I am so pumped to be here. So excited for today's guest. We have had her on previously, and I can't wait for us all to catch up what she's been up to. And I know she has a lot to share that you will all benefit from immediately. But before I bring her on, please let me share this. If you are new here and would like to get reminders of when we go live, text the letters WUL to 813-296-8553. We won't spam you. You'll just get that reminder text that will come within a minute or two after we go live, so that you can hop on and join the conversation as well. So be sure to text the letters WUL to 813-296-8553. All right. Without further ado, please put your hands together. Give me some emojis. Hey, Jay, how's it going? And let's welcome Stacy to the show. Hi, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well.
Good.
I had a good night's sleep. We're ready to go. I'm fired up because I knew you were on today. I'd always love your energy.
Oh, thank you so much.
So I know we have had a lot of newer viewers recently. So share with us your backstory and how you even came about to finding Legendary and starting something online.
Okay. Yeah, so I did commercial construction. That's my background, has been the majority of my life, some sort of hands-on labor, hard work construction. So I dove into that after a 30-month federal prison stint that I did in 2013 to 2016. Committed some crimes due to my past drug addiction. So I'm coming up on 10 years clean. Been doing good ever since. I went to prison, did 30 months, came out. I learned how to operate heavy equipment when I was there. It was a work camp. So I got out and I applied for a job operating heavy equipment. Obviously, the superintendents there were like, yeah, we're going to make sure you can handle the weather. We're going to make sure you can handle the mud and the 10-hour shifts and stuff before we put you on a cakewalk piece of equipment. So 6 years, I climbed the corporate ladder in the dirty, nasty commercial construction job. And about 4 years into that, I started having some numbness in my feet, knew something really wasn't right, but I definitely thought the pain I was feeling was due to me being in a woman's frame and in a man's industry. So I didn't think much about the pain, but the numbness in my feet really, I knew I had to go to the doctor. So I did that and was diagnosed with a spine disease and had a couple of discs that the surgeon felt needed to come out almost immediately.
Wow.
So May of 2021, I had my first disc removed. They went in through my neck, took that out of my spine. The job I was with obviously was like, go ahead, take care of yourself. We'll see you when you get back. And that's what they did the first surgery.
Okay.
Second surgery was January 2022, where that recovery was 16 weeks, 12 to 16 weeks long. And the company told me then was, yeah, we'll see you when you get back. Take as much time as you need. So I think it was the 12th week of my recovery, they called from home office and said, we're going to separate you from the company. We think you're too much of a physical liability to come back to work.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I lost my job. I lost my job and my health insurance with that call.
Okay.
So I was lucky enough to have filed for long-term disability or, signed up for long-term disability in the beginning. So I was very blessed to have that to fall back on.
Right.
But if anybody's ever been on anything like that, it's not enough. It's a blessing to have it, and I'm grateful that I had it, but it was not enough to pay the bills. I don't think I talked about this the last time I was on, but the last time I was on, Dave gave me permission to be real raw.
That's right. Always here.
And that has really, really helped me in my business. Yeah. It really has. So, my first little piece of nugget right there. Yeah. So during my recovery from my surgery and stuff like that, my husband and I, very short marriage, were having a lot of problems. And I ended up filing for divorce that April. So I lost my job in March, lost my health insurance in March, and then I filed for divorce in April from my husband. So my whole world shifted, and I was left wondering what I was going to do. How was I going to make the money? I couldn't go back to work. I wasn't even released from the surgeon yet. So I just gritted my teeth, and I budgeted and budgeted and budgeted for like 2 months. And then I was lucky enough to find a job in the industry that would kind of let me test the waters and see if I could come back to work. I came back to work for about 3 months, and it was just horrible. I was coming home in tears every day. I was just in a lot of pain. Wow. So like the majority of the people that run across making money online stuff, I was laying in bed, fighting through the tears and depression and scrolling through TikTok, trying to find funny videos. Right. And ran across a lady doing a live stream talking about making money online. I didn't know the company. I had never heard of what she was doing, but the amount of money she was talking about making to me was absurd. Right. And I did like most other people do. It's not true. She's a paid actor.
Could you imagine if all the people online were paid?
Yes. So, back
you would be in business.
Right. She's being paid to get on here and say this. She's got a marketing degree, But the next day, and this is part of the funny part of my story, because I know so many people do it this way, but when you got your earned income credit check coming in, tax time check coming in, Christmas bonus, just that unexpected, unbudgeted money coming. Mm-hmm. Girl, I spend that stuff before it ever even hits my bank account most of the time. I'm filling up my Amazon cart, and I know so many other people do it. Well, the next day I was spending that lady's money. I was like, romanticizing about, what if it was me? What if I could really make even half the amount of money that she was making? How much would that change my life? Right. Mm-hmm. So the next day I was doing the same thing, scrolling, ran across her again. Long story short, I ended up asking her a bunch of questions through her live stream, clicked her link in June. Okay. Didn't purchase the challenge until July. Okay. Didn't open it until August. Mm-hmm. I didn't finish it until September, and then posted my first piece of content September 10th. So that's another big part of my story that I always try to implement. Don't make that mistake. Gosh, if I would have just opened it and got started in June, I would be so much further ahead by now.
But it's part of your story also. And I think it's also a good reminder to those. I mean, I see in our affiliate group or different people that are like, oh, I have leads to whatever offer they're promoting, but no, they're not buying yet. And it's like, well, it just happened. They just joined your circle. And look how amazing you're doing now. And it was the right choice for you, but it took a few months for you to actually like dive in and learn.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And fear was one of the biggest things for me. I'm no spring chicken. I'm almost 43. I barely have a high school diploma. I didn't go to college for absolutely anything. My kids are grown and the last one's almost out of the house. She has no time for mama these days. So
Right.
not like I could just call her in here and say, hey, can you help me figure out how to post a TikTok video?
Right.
So it was definitely fear for me. But
so what helped you overcome that fear? For someone sitting right now watching, going, oh, I'm right there. I have the challenge sitting there and I haven't started day one yet. That is scared to actually commit to even learning.
well, the determining factor for me in the very, very beginning was desperation. It was pure desperation. I needed a financial change miracle, and I needed it right then. Now, I always heard and I believed this is not a get rich quick thing. I knew it wasn't going into it, but I knew by the time I could not go back to work in June, or I think it was August when I could not go back to my part-time job.
Right.
So that left me knowing that my power was going to get cut off. I was not going to have money for groceries. I was not going to have money for fuel in my truck. Desperation pushed me over the fear of opening, getting started, learning, pushing myself through the roadblocks of actually learning the skills to be able to do it. And then once I did that and started posting content, and it wasn't quite going the way I thought in my head that it was going to go, it was the community that got me through my fear after that. 100%.
Wow. Huge.
Yeah.
I love it. And you just got pushed against a wall that you no longer cared what someone else was going to say or think about you.
Not at all.
Because who cares?
Nope.
Because they aren't paying your bills.
That's exactly right. They were not going to give me the power bill money.
That's right. You have to do it.
Yep. Nobody's coming to save you.
Right.
So it was definitely desperation that pushed me over the edge.
Wow. What a story. What a story. And here you are, still growing your business, still learning along the way. There was something you shared in our questionnaire this time that I think is going to be huge to talk about. You made a shift in your strategy. You made a shift in who you create content to.
Yes.
So can you share with all of us what was first going on with your content and what made you do the shift? And then what was the shift?
Okay. So there's a lot to that. And I don't know if we can do shout outs in this type of thing.
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. So when I first got started in this, one of the key factors in your in the training and in the things that you learn is finding a target audience. Well, in my mind, because I have been through so much and because I've overcome so many obstacles in my life, in my brain, I was like, yes, I'm going to be able to talk to everybody. I'm going to be able to my audience is everybody.
Right.
I'm going to make $1 gazillion because my audience is everybody.
Well, guess what, guys? No one's audience is everybody. So if you're thinking that right now, we got to dial that in.
Yeah. That is definitely not the way it works. So, and unfortunately, I didn't really realize that for months into it. Well, weeks into it. I already had a TikTok account when I started, mainly because I'm a French Bulldog breeder. I would show my puppies on TikTok. I never went live, but I would post about my puppies. So I had a lot of following from my breeder business. Then when I had my business going and my link in my profile, I would go live with the puppies like I did the last time.
Right.
And I would be holding a puppy the whole time or showing the puppies. And even though I was getting like 200 and 300 followers each live, and my views and my lives were just outrageously big, I thought I was doing something. I thought I was doing it right. Because even in my lives, I wasn't really talking about marketing. I was talking about puppies. But because those viewers kept going up and the followers kept coming, I thought that was the right direction. Right. So, I was getting a ton of followers. I was getting not that many leads, but I was getting leads every day.
Yeah.
Very few conversions, very few, no interactions in my post, no engagements, no comments, no replies to emails, so I knew that strategy was not what I needed. It might have been what other people needed, but it wasn't what I needed because I needed conversions. Remember, I needed a financial miracle.
Right. Right.
So
it helped you get started, though. It helped you go live having the puppies on with you.
It definitely did. It was it was a shield for me. It was my confidence booster, because I can talk to people all day long about things that I'm knowledgeable about and things I'm confident about. Puppies are one of them, but going live with marketing was very strange and very new to me. But it did break the ice, so it did help.
Yeah.
So I'm a firm believer in don't beat a dead horse. Just don't. Yes, consistency is key in this, no matter what your strategy is. Consistency, 100,000% is key. But consistency with no meaningful results, it to me was beating a dead horse, and I didn't have time to do that. I knew I had to change something. So, between Emily, and the affiliate, between Amy Hires, between Sarah and Christy,
everyone that spoke at our last mastermind.
Yeah, I mean, I've been following them for so long. Amy's the lady that I clicked her link. Christy, she answers messages like she's sitting there by her phone every second of the day, and I know she's not. But so all of these people are people that I was able to reach out to, tell them my concerns with my content, with my business overall, and ask them their opinion on what they thought I was doing wrong. And collectively, between the four of them, I got the advice, and I decided to kind of change my strategy altogether. And I got off of my big TikTok account and started a brand new one from scratch. No followers, no anything. I just started a whole new brand new one, and realized at that point that my audience could not be everybody. And as much as I love talking about puppies, were those the people that I really wanted to help?
Right.
And they weren't. I can help them by selling them a puppy. I can help them by whelping their litters. I can help them in other ways. But was that the audience that I wanted to bring value to and help with their financial situation? And it wasn't. Mm-hmm. So I rebranded, started a whole new TikTok. And from day one, I had a strategy. Instead of just posting what was on my mind that day, or posting because I had to, or following a trend, or copying and pasting other people's word screens and stuff. Mm-hmm. From the very beginning, I just started talking to that one target audience in a raw, uncut fashion, mm-hmm. being my totally authentic self, mm-hmm. with a content strategy. Every post is intentional. Every post is organized and on a schedule. Mm-hmm. And man, totally different engagement and lots of conversions.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to reach out to some of those girls and was like, does this happen for you? Is this what it's like? This is what it's like for y'all, isn't it?
I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome. Yeah. Love it. Okay. She just shared some major golden nuggets, some major truth bombs that I hope everyone really takes in. Decide who your target audience is. Mm-hmm. Not everybody. Is it moms? Is it dads? Even on our live call, support call yesterday with Blueprint, someone said, look at my TikTok. They had 4 different avatars going on through their content. And
Mhm.
each piece of video was talking to a different person.
Yep.
And it's like, pick one. I don't care which one, but pick one.
That's
See
exactly.
how that goes. Right?
Yep.
And I'm going to go back because I know I've seen this. Oh, I've been consistent for months and nothing's happening. And you nailed it. Consistency is key, but if you're not getting conversions, you need to change something.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Once you hone in on the target audience, Emily told me this. She's talked to that person every time.
Mm-hmm.
Talk directly to that person every single time in your videos. I had on my old account, y'all can go over there and look at it too. On my old account, I would have like talking to one person here and telling another person to do this here, and then
right,
a sticker here. It was just so much going on. And when she pointed that out to me, and it made total sense to me, and I changed just that one thing,
mm-hmm.
It made all the difference in the world.
Yeah. I remember doing an exercise years ago when I was growing more of my knowledge with online marketing. And it literally was like a stick figure person.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, name it. Who's the person?
Yeah.
What's their hair color? What do they like to wear? What are their hobbies? What's their job? Are they married? Are they single? Do they like to travel? Like, dial in who this person is and write it all down. And every piece of content is like, that is your online best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking and you name them. Maybe it's Susie. Okay, Susie, how am I going to help Susie today? This is the piece of content I'm putting out. What does Susie need tomorrow, the next day on my journey as I'm sharing information, as I'm sharing my story? What will keep Susie my friend? What will keep Susie interested, right? And how can I help Susie? What's Susie's problem this week?
That's 100% right. 100%. I mean, and as far as the strategy goes, I know that I've spoke to several people. I've had some success, and with those people, I still have close relationships too.
Mm-hmm.
Text messages, FaceTimes, Zoom calls, and stuff like that. And I let them know when you start posting content. I know one of the biggest things is edutainment. Mm-hmm. And before I became, and I say that I changed my entire persona, but I didn't. But when I became me in my content
mm-hmm.
online, it was so easy to do edutainment or to come up with what I wanted to say, because it's just me.
Right? You're not trying to be somebody. You're not an actor. Because you're not a paid actor. You're just Stacy.
That's right. And if I want to play Tupac in the background, by gosh,
that's right. And I love your freaking shirt.
Right. And if I don't want to wear makeup that day and I want to record content in my sweats, that's what I'm going to do. And if I have a dirty house in the background, that's what I'm going to do.
Right. It's you. And that's your audience is going to be like, oh, I got a dirty house in the background too. I like this girl. She's not messing around. She's not trying to hide something. She's not Miss Pinterest. But if you are Miss Pinterest and that's your personality, show up that way and you're going to draw other people that are just like that as well.
Yep.
Just be our amazing, crazy, awesome, weird self.
Yep. Everything. And that's what, for me, the engagement in my post. TikTok is its own beast. And no matter how much you feel like you may have it figured out, meaning TikTok, it changes every week, I feel like.
Right.
So one of the things that I was missing on my other account was engagement. And I feel like a lot of people, and I can say that because I was one of those people,
right,
don't really realize that TikTok specifically goes mostly on engagement. You can gain followers. Yes, that's engagement. you can get likes. Yes, that's engagement. You can get comments, you can get shares. But if you're getting a lot of that, like if you got one person that followed you because of your content, liked your video and left a comment, TikTok is going to keep pushing your video out to those people. So
Right.
Major calls to action has been one of the biggest things for me that I changed, was not only being my authentic self, but having a powerful call to action. And sometimes it changes, I think on one of my most viral videos, I just asked people to drop, black hearts if they were single mamas that loved old school rap.
Right.
Or,
Oh, listen, everyone, your call to action isn't always like, hey, go to my link, go to my link, go to my link. Change up what you're asking them to do that day. They don't want to always go to the link. They will, but you don't have to tell them that every time, but do have a call to action. And I love that.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Yeah. Because you want not only the new people that because TikTok pushes your video out to new people, then your followers. So you want the new people to interact with you, but you want your followers to continue to interact with you, because that's you're building your cheerleading squad. You're building your team behind you when you gain a follower. So they followed you for a specific reason, yes, but they're going to keep following you and keep engaging with your content as long as you continue to talk to them and give them things to interact with.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to pull up this comment because I think we can address it. We can help her out. This is where I'm at right now. I have my target audience, but it doesn't work. Maybe I should change my target audience, or should change how I talk to them. I would suggest you change how you talk to them.
I would too, unless your audience is just so broad.
Right.
They don't know exactly who you're talking to. If it's just moms, that's broad. If it's just stay-at-home moms, that's broad. Or if it's dads, I'm not sure if that was a lady or man. I didn't read the name. I'm sorry. So yeah, my advice would be, make sure you're narrowing it down to exactly who you're talking to and let them know who you're talking to. Just be real clear at who you're talking to.
Right. Like there's, I know I've seen affiliates that are going after stay-at-home dads. Dads that are construction workers, dads that travel a lot or away from their family, certain professions even, and dialing in, and then ages within that profession.
And pain points. You got to remember that too. And that was, and I keep saying this because these are the mistakes that I've made. I made a lot of mistakes coming into this, and still to this day, I'm sure I'm going to continue to make them. But that's how we grow and get stronger. Yeah. Not really mistakes. It's just learning moments. Yeah. Remaining teachable, a big, big thing in here. Yeah. Always be learning. The second you decide you know everything and that you can't make a mistake or it's over, you stop growing and your business stops growing. That's exactly right. Always be learning. Always be in that learner's mindset. I think even Dave yesterday shared that on Wake Up Legendary with our guests. He's like, I love being in that learner mindset. What can I learn from this person, from this guest, from this moment? And take it with me. And that's how we all keep growing, is doing that same thing. Yeah. Sure. And the community that you guys have built, the community that continue to come in and stick around and get through the roadblocks and lean on some of the people in this community. Yeah. Life-changing. It really was for me. It's life-changing. Yeah. And it's just knowing you're worthy to ask for help. Yeah. Right? Sometimes it's just that I can't ask that question. Yeah. I'm going to be made fun of. No, ask the question. You're worthy to be helped. So go ask the question, jump in the group,
reach out to support, reach out wherever you need to get that answer. Because if it's stopping you, you deserve to know what the next step is.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I don't think I've been in this long. I mean, my first piece of content was September 10th. So September, October, November, December. I'm on my 4th month, and I've already upended one part of my business, well, the whole part of my business, and started completely over.
Right.
And have already found success again. So don't be afraid to stop doing what you're doing that's not working. Just don't be afraid to do that.
I love it, love it, love it. That's huge advice, everyone.
Yeah.
Massive golden nugget.
Yeah.
All right. So somebody right now in the challenge, what's your one piece of advice moving forward?
Somebody that's in the challenge right now. I would say, okay, because I have so many people that come to me with this.
Mm-hmm.
They won't schedule their business plan advisor call because they're not ready.
Oh.
Okay.
What's ready?
What? Yeah. Why? What are you supposed to have ready? You're not supposed to have your sales funnel built by then. You're not supposed to have your email campaign built by then. You're not supposed to have it all figured out by then. You're just supposed to touch base with them. They stand up and put their pants on just like all of the rest of us do every single day.
Mm-hmm.
They're not sitting in some college behind a computer with, the test at the end, making notes saying, oh, nope, she didn't do that right already. They're not, it's not like that.
Right.
So just keep moving forward. Those videos in that challenge are yours forever.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back and watch them 1.5 million times if you need to, or if you want to. The biggest thing is get it completed. Get your business plan advisor calls made, get your assignments done, get it completed.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you're ready to move forward with something else, do it then. If you're not, go back and watch them again, but at least you've completed all of the steps necessary to get you to where you could be, if that's where you want to be.
So I actually saw a reel yesterday from Reese Witherspoon. And I'm like, I'm going to write my email this week on this topic. And she was like, people are like, how do you get confidence to do something? How do I get enough confidence to go after a job, enough confidence to start a business? And she says, it's not about confidence or having enough knowledge to do it. It's about confidence to begin.
Yeah.
You don't need to have everything ready and perfect beforehand. You don't need all the knowledge to start. You just need the confidence to begin to learn. That's it.
Yeah. The tools that, the challenge is, look at it at like a toolbox being given to you. You're not supposed to know how to operate all of the tools in it from day 1 or day 3 or day 7. You're just supposed to be able to take them out, look at them, apply a little pressure to them if you want to, and put them back. It's a toolbox. Another thing that I always talk to people about, I try to talk to them in my emails and also in my live streams when I go live. Yes, those videos are yours to keep. Yes, you can do with them whatever you want, but for goodness sakes, open them.
Yeah.
Open them and get started. I think there's probably 60% of the people that have clicked my link that have bought the challenge. It's probably 60, maybe 70% of them didn't even start.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's crazy. I was one of them though. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely. But get on your call. And where did I see it? Mia, your business plan advisor is not just giving you extra costs on each call. They're there just to help guide you through and provide you with more information and just be your cheerleader. So definitely get on that call one. Just have that extra layer of support. They'll make sure you're not missing anything, if anything. So for sure. And
I still text mine. MJ was mine, and
I love MJ.
I cannot wait to meet him. That is my personal goal. I will be at the next mastermind. I want to meet him and everybody else. But yeah, I still text him if I have a question about anything. I don't hesitate.
Yep. I love that. Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, this has been an amazing conversation. If you came in late, you need to go back to the beginning, watch the replay of this bad boy, because Stacy dropped some serious gold through this entire interview of just how to build your strategy, dialing in who your avatar is, who your ideal audience is, staying motivated, and all of that good stuff. So please, if you missed any of this, go back and watch from the start. Stacy, I can't wait to have you back on again, because you know you need to come back on. Keep us updated.
I definitely will.
And we need to get you to a mastermind or something coming down the line as you continue to grow, for sure.
That's right. Thank you so much for having me again. It was a blast.
Yeah, my pleasure. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
All right, guys, be sure to follow Stacy on TikTok. This is her newer account, the one that she shared that she started over partway through launching her business. And it is Stacy with a Y, STACEYS Digital. So STACEYS Digital is where you will find her on TikTok. Like Amy shared, she took notes. Go back, watch the replay, take all the notes, dive in, and then take action. I hope everyone has a great day. Dave is back here with us with another guest tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye.